Hey guys, welcome to Center Bounce. Today I am walking you through my final team entering into round one, and my word, things have changed. Stay tuned. The mayhem is here. The chaos is upon us. This is exciting. You gotta love it. I wanted something to happen. Things were way too quiet. Things were way too easy. Everyone was happy with their teams coming into the season. And this is what the Supercoach gods have presented to us. This is an amazing, amazing experience, guys. And this is exactly what the game needed. Everyone has been complaining. People's teams are way too similar. This gives you the scope to change things. With the news of Elliot Yeo is gone. He is out. News of Campbell Rucking is going to be named this week. We got some debutants. They've been confirmed. It is really exciting stuff. I can't wait. As you can see, I'm freaking bouncing around in my chair. And we'll walk you through my team step by step. Things have changed quite a bit from my last one. Most things are the same, but you'll see. You'll see for yourself. Here we are in the Supercoach selection page. And I'll just go one by one, person by person. We'll start off with someone who is going to be, I reckon, D1 for the year, one Sam Doherty. You can't complain about this dude. He's an absolute gun. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people going with another big 600K player, given the absence of Yo. But for me, I'm not doing that. It might seem a bit crazy, given how lacking we are in terms of high scoring options in the backline. But for me, I'm going to go my own way. I got Ridley here. I love Ridley. I've already explained why I think this guy is going to be an absolute gun. He's playing behind the ball. He's got a very friendly role. He's taken majority kick-ins. It's not going to be shared like it was during that Pracky game. That was just an experiment thing. Whoever was closest to the ball, it's not going to happen. Ridley's still a gun. Liam Jones is still in my team, but rather than having Yo here, it's still Jones. Jim B is still in the team. Yep, I know things haven't gone crazy. McKenna has made his way onto my field. Could be a bit interesting with Answerworth to come back, but I think from reports, Fagan loves McKenna. And I think McKenna, he came in. There were a bunch of other clubs that wanted to pick him. The fact that he's come to Brisbane, he had a conscious decision. He was fielding offers from other players, from other teams, and he's picked Brisbane. And he just offers that point of difference that they need, that speed of halfback, and they're really reliant on a bit of speed to get the ball into their 450. They can't keep relying on injury-prone players like Rich in his older years now, and Kitty Coleman, also very injury-prone. Constable still stays at his D6 spot. Darcy Wilmot, he's in DR's team. DR, absolutely loves him. The Pepsi Max King, as he loves to dub him. And I think the Brisbane Lions really rate him as a player. He's played in the finals. And yeah, he might not score me much. He might only score me 50s on a wing, but it is what it is. I want someone who's going to play every game and make me some money. Yeah, he might slow burn, but it's fine. He's on the bench. Lockie Cowan has been named. I had Sin Cotter here. I was hoping it would be Sin Cotter, but it's not. You had to find the money to get Cowan in. It is what it is. We move to the mids. I've still got the man, the myth, the legend that is Rory Laird. He is a gun. He is going to fight through tags, and he is one of those players that is really wily and crafty. You want to put someone on Rory Laird, he'll just man up on someone else. You watch. Perryman will go and stand next to Laird. You watch what Laird does. He's going to go and walk up to Kelly and basically start hugging him, bro. He's going to know Kelly. He's going to stand up next to Kelly. Good luck tagging Laird. And he gets so many high contact free kicks. He is such a clever player. He is such a clever player. Pig and tackling machine. You got to go Laird, I reckon. Bont is Bont, right? He is inevitable. M3. Tommy Green. I'm still rocking these three guys. That hasn't changed. Setterfield, 3% ownership. I love it. That hasn't changed, and he hasn't left my side either. I'm absolutely loving it. Hopper, I mean, 48% have Hopper. I'm surprised. I thought it would be higher. Hopper's in just about everybody's team. This guy, still at 1%. He's still at 1%. I love it. I absolutely love it. And if anything, with Yo going down, Wangani Miller, having him get DPP, defensive DPP in round 6 is going to be bellissimo. It's going to be so perfect, being able to flick him here. Take off one of these guys that might be underperforming, trade him up, swing Wangani Miller into the back line. It is so good. All right, so he's got Wangani Miller. And of course, the guy is a shoe-in for Rising Star. Of course, it's one Will Ashcroft. Everybody has got to have him. This dude was also fairly handy. Cam McKenzie. You guys are going to have him. Now, though, I love this setup because I have a guy like Phillips here who is very, very fieldable. Don't get me wrong. You never know. It could be someone that I do end up fielding in a situation where I might have to trade someone out in the back line, swing Wangani Miller there, and then I can put Phillips on here. Someone who's going to have 60% CBAs. Come on. That's such a great role. So Phillips is going to be there. Oscar Baker, he's still here. That hasn't changed. Alwyn Davey Jr., the kid's been named. Let's go. I'm so happy. I love Froggy, Alwyn Davies Sr. When he played for us, he was a good player for us, very respectable. And I'm so great that we're going to have his son play as well. I think he's had an excellent preseason and he really showed a lot in the Pracky games. We get to the rucks. I have been speaking to people. A lot of content creators know that I am a little bit mad. Abs, the Skodfather, yes, he's a madman. I reckon I'm a different sort of mad. I floated this idea over a week ago. If there is a situation, and there really was, I could see it coming. You look at St Kilda's forward line. Naming Campbell was always going to happen. And once they did that, things went out the window. Now, Witts, he's still my man. Witts is still the man. I love Witts. And I have him as R1 for the year. I match him up with Sean Darcy. I'm going darts, guys. I am dubbing it as darts. Darts. Darcy Witts is darts, and this is going to be the play, guys. Campbell being named is so huge. It actually is ridiculous how massive it is. The reason why he didn't have Marshall in previous years was because he was sharing it with Ryder. The reason why he wanted to bring him in this year was because he was going to be solo rucking. But Campbell being named, he can't do anything else but ruck. No disrespect, Tommy Campbell. I have you in my draft. I drafted you for a reason. I knew that you were going to be played. And unfortunately, the only place you can be played is in the ruck. So good luck to anyone hoping to get big scores. I'm willing to be burnt on this, but I'm paying up for darts. We're going to go darts, guys. We're playing darts, and the prize is $50,000. It is what it is. Madman? Perhaps. But you got to have a bit of fun, right? You got to take advantage of some sort of chaos that takes place. Of course, in the forward line, Dunks is the man, 100%. Oh, not that Port Adelaide player. Rosie, he's still here. Taranto, he's still here. Errol, he's still here. Someone who's new. Ben Cunnington. Guys of you who've been watching our channel, was watching the stream that we had on listen to the North Melbourne game. You know how much I was raving about this guy, and I was really, really impressed. He looks the goods. And for 419K, it is actually, he's priced at pretty high, and he's at 7% ownership. I just think that this guy is criminally underrated, and he would have more ownership not for his price, similar to the way I was going with Setterfield. people don't have him in their teams because they don't want to pay up that much. Yet people are happy to pay up for Rory Laird. I understand you have absolute stability and you're locked in. You're paying for stability and the fact that this guy's going to be giving you reliable scores. I'm paying up because Cunnington has showed in the past that he is a capable scorer. And Setterfield, I just believe in the upside and the role that he's going to have at Essendon. Same thing with Nazaya. Guys, I'm not picking these people as pods just for the sake of being pods. Do your research. If Cunnington doesn't work, the other person that I'm really keen on starting perhaps in his place is someone like Zeeble, who I can also see going in the 90s every week, playing the half-back distributor. And that's probably why I don't want a guy like Sheasel at this next spot. Instead of having a guy like that, I'm going Bruin. Tanner Bruin. He's going to be playing in the midfield predominantly. Yes, there's a lot of people that rotate through there, but you watch that game in the preseason, and he was selective. He was selected by Geelong. They lost Joel Selwood. They've gained Joel Selwood Jr. This kid is going to play in the guts, and he's talented enough if he's playing on the outside to still get the ball. Geelong are a great team, and they just keep stealing these kids, man. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. 230K in the bank is not a lot. So Fergus Green is someone that you know is going to play every game. They are lacking forward. They need him to play. And if they're up against a weaker opposition and they're able to get the ball inside 50 pretty quickly, they can hit Green up. He's got great leading patterns and was able to find separation. And when you're playing against a team that you expect to beat, a lot of times opposition do take it easy. They're not on 100% switched on because they know that the win's going to be coming their way. Fergus Green could find himself kicking a few bags of 3 goals. If you want someone to kick goals, I reckon Green's going to do that. Now, I don't have a lot of money left. It's 106 grand. The only sort of player I can afford is someone who's 102 grand. And I think if you guys know us enough by now here on the channel, you know that there's a specific forward who's 102K. It's one Anthony Caminiti. Yes, Anthony, you're in the side, mate. I can't wait. It's really exciting. From the reports are coming out that looks like he's going to play. They need him to play. And all signs were looking really good. Membry is out for longer than initially thought as well. King is still not going to come back before round 6. They need support. They need to have him to play. And I reckon he is a fair shout to play. Yeah, all right, fine. People can say he's not going to make you a lot of money. He's not going to score a lot. That's why he's sitting here on the bench. And he's 102K. Do you know what that means? Where's the calculator? 102 divided by 5.5. He is priced at 18.5. Anthony, I know you watch us. Bro, I want you to score 40 points. I'm not asking the world from you. I just want 40 points, and you'll make us 150K. Okay? So, guys, this is what the team looks like. I know it's a bit bizarre. Still going to go with Dunks as VC against Port. I reckon Dunkley could be the highest scoring player in all of Supercoach this year. So I'm going to VC him against Port Adelaide. Good luck to Port. They're playing at home, but Dunks is Dunks. Who am I going to captain? I could still keep the captaincy on Laird. It's very doable, very possible. But he's going to be tagged. It's a first game. You don't know exactly what you're going to get. You don't exactly know how hard the tag is going to be. They did also flag that they were going to tag Dawson, so put some attention into Dawson. So who knows if it's all just a bit of deception, misdirection, whatever Kingsley's doing. We haven't seen him coach before. It's going to be a different GWS side. With all this uncertainty, I'm thinking of not captaining Laird. But you know what? I have this guy on my team for a reason, and it's to be a captain. So I'm going to leave the captaincy on him. I'm going to back my boys. I'm going to back my players. This is my team that I'm going to take into round 1. There's been some change, but I think it's positive change. Yo getting injured now is actually very good for all of us. Of course, you never wish an injury on anybody, but if he was going to get injured, and his history shows that he is very injury prone, getting injured before the start of the season allows us to make changes to the team whilst also keeping our trades intact. So thank you, Elliot Yeo, for taking one for the team, taking yourself out, I suppose, 1 week earlier. All of us super coaches are greatly appreciative of this. And this is the team that I'm rocking with. I used to have a Flanders here in the forward line. I don't know what it is. Believe me, I have no idea why, but something in my gut tells me that Flanders isn't the way to go. Logic for me would dictate that he is a very viable pick to go 75 because he's priced at 256. So 256 divided by 5.5. He has to go 76. He can do that. Realistically, he can do that. But for some reason, in my heart, it's telling me, nah, don't do it. Fade him. So as you can see, this is a team that is sort of a blend between thinking with your heart and thinking with your head. You got to have some fun, guys. And as JP told us in our great interview with him on the channel, you got to back your gut and you got to have some fun with it. And believe me, this ruck line, I'm going to have so much fun with this ruck line. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. That was my team going into round 1. It's going to be so much fun. You got to enjoy this game. You do so much research that you could end up with paralysis through all of this analysis that you do. Okay, so you got to have some fun. Remember, it's a game. You got to back your gut as well. I've really backed my gut in this team. Players that I think could reasonably be good picks, good options. I've decided to go against them and instead going for different teams, for different players. Guys like Cunnington, Setterfield, Wanganeen, Millera. These are the sorts of players that I think are capable of outscoring their price. Players that I think can... Setterfield, I expect to go 100 to 105. Wanganeen, Millera, I can see him going 90, 95. And Cunnington, I can see going 95 to 100. And in that situation, having these sorts of players allows me to keep getting good points on the field and basically plugging in other areas of weakness. Wanganeen, Millera getting DPP in the back line is going to be so good, especially now that the back line is a bit weaker. And I can target players when they drop in price more. So I'm really excited about this team. I really hope you are too. Let me know in the comments below, how far off the rocker have I gone? You got to save me, boys, but I'm excited. I want this season to start. Stay tuned, fellas. Big J's got his team coming out as well. Here at the Set Abouts, we do the hard work so you don't have to. Bye for now.